Hi everyone, Cendril here, and welcome back to Last Dream World Unknown. As we're here in Theopolis Castle, in the dungeon here, say Castle Prison, there is this labyrinth. Built in 23 GW by the Mad King Argus as torture chambers for those he deemed treasonous. Soaplag has a freshly carved inscription. This place reminds us of the deeply troubling years that followed the Great War. Many innocent men and women died during Argus's reign of terror. May we never forget. But since this is a puzzle area, and I've journeyed here a little bit before I started the episode, you could see it loops. But if we go up, then we get another room with choices. But if you choose the wrong one, you're back at the beginning. And you'll see we're back at the beginning. So we're going to have to figure out exactly which way we're going. And I need paper. So I can mark which way we need to go. For those of you who are watching this later, like in the future, I have been sick for a little over 2 weeks now, and I haven't recorded this or anything really for about a little over 2 weeks. 2 weeks and a day or two. So it's fun to be able to get back to recording things for all of you. Has it been fun? I still have a cough. You see there. I'm still getting over the sickness, but I'm not completely drained and tired like I was. I'm not coughing constantly like I was. And I feel well enough to start recording again. So I apologize for those of you watching now, watching these as they come out, that there hasn't been episodes for a few days. You probably saw the update video and you know why. I had a few episodes left over, which is why I was able to put them out, but it's been, for me, 2 weeks since I've recorded any last stream, and for all of you, it's been a couple of days since you've gotten a new episode. That's why. For those of you watching this in the future, if you hear me cough, if the sound balance is off from what it normally was, because maybe this game may be overpowering me, because I'm not projecting as much, because I'm still a little sick, that's why. I just wanted to explain what was going on. So, there's all of that. Thank you very much for still supporting this series if you're still watching, and I hope you still have a lot of fun with Last Dream World Unknown. We're going to try to figure this out. I just wanted to take a little bit of time at the beginning to explain what happened, what's going on. If you're watching this in the future, why are you coughing quite a bit? That's all why. Okay, well that's not right. So we go up, up, left, left. This is different. Up, up, left, up. No. Up, up. Left. Down? No. Up, up, left. Left? No. Maybe I go right. And then go right. No, that's not right either. Did I try up in that room? Yeah, this is where, because of the problem, I don't remember which ways I've tried. Up. Wait, that room's like slightly different. Hold on. Up, left, up, down. Up, up, left. Because that room was slightly different because I would go up again and the room would be the same. So I was like, wait. And it tells you it there. Up, up, left, up, down. That's how you find the treasure. Inside here, 25k, an ambrosia, a perfect elixir, a nectar, and another 25k. Nice. Nice little room. And that's another puzzle. Another puzzle complete. Good. That is what I found so far. I've looted some treasure chests, nothing extraordinary. So I'm going to be honest with all of you, even though I watched the last episode, I don't remember exactly what I was doing. Because I had a whole bunch of plans in mind, like I was going to do this, and then I was going to do this. And over the course of 2 weeks, those have been lost. 2 weeks of being sick and not playing this game at all. That I've forgotten what all I wanted to do. Huge SP orb, mega wall tonic. Guards. This is why I don't hack the things too much. Pick the locks. Brutal slice. Ooh. Int down. They're fast. Mutilate, agility, preempt down. You also have a lot of HP. Okay. Septuple stab. Rain of death. So I might fall down. First cast. I see. Use all the mutilates for the agility and preempt down. There goes one. Komodo Fang. Heal 4. Fire 8. Still nothing we can't handle, but that was a pretty brutal first turn. So I kind of remember which skills I want to use. What's that? And inside is 2 Inferno Bombs. See, it's just not worth it. I'm afraid of missing things. Of missing, especially recipes. But I don't want to hurt the guards. If I had a thief, I'd take all the treasure chests, no questions asked. This is the throne room of the ruling council of Theopolis. All members of the council are currently in Westonia for the upcoming Decadal World Council. Because it returned to its duties after the completion of Decadal World Council. Until then, the interim council members will control day-to-day activities. Okay, how can I help? Younger interim council member. Even though my post is temporary, I'm incredibly proud to represent the interest of Theopolis while the ruling council is in Westonia for the Decadal World Council. Elder interim council member. As long as I represent the wise and tolerant citizens of Theopolis, I will fulfill my pledge to protect their interest. Whether human, elf, dwarf, or goblin, no one shall threaten the traditions that have made Theopolis strong and prosperous. Whether it's a sword at our gate or the honeyed lies of a silver tongue, the capital will stand and its citizens shall speak at the ballot box. Hi. Interim Supervisor. Friend, received word from Westonia you would be arriving. Hi. World Council gave instructions to try and help you learn about the truth behind Rockwood's destruction. I've racked my brain thinking about where you should turn next. Unfortunately, we've heard no strange rumors that would be of any use to you. As usual, when I come to a dead end, I turn to the Royal Historian. He almost always has some bit of useful advice. You can find him at the top of the Eastern Tower. I'm sorry we couldn't be more helpful. So nothing really going on at Theopolis. But let's see. I think I remember running into while I was exploring. I believe it's this way. It's that East Tower. I think it's the next room. Yeah, this guy in the middle. Who sent you? Oh, Interim City Supervisor, that rapscallion. I remember when he was a young boy dashing around these halls and raising hell. Sorry? You want any information I may have regarding Rockwood's destruction? That's difficult. There are many rumors floating around, but I don't give them any weight. Let me think. A full 10 minutes pass while the Royal Historian in silent thought. Okay, so that's going to be the next 10 minutes of this LP. I'll see y'all in a bit. Just kidding. Well, I'm not sure how much use this will be. Something very strange happened to me when I was a child. This would have occurred just about 100 years ago. How old are you, Royal Historian? If it happened about 100 years ago and you were a child, so you're over 100? Human. You're not elf or dwarf. I remember it well because it was the day that my father died. I'm sorry. We were hunting in the wilderness to the southeast of Theopolis when we spied a great buck and tracked it through the forest. Quiet, son. Do you see it? Oh, there it is. It's the finest buck I've ever seen. Make a great prize for your first hunt. Wow, it's amazing. Do we have to kill it, Dad? It's the way of the world. It's a majestic animal, but we need the food. People in town are hungry, and that beast could fend off starvation for a little bit longer. Heading north. Let's track it a bit further until we find an open area where you can get a good shot with your bow. Follow me and watch your step. We wouldn't want to startle the beast. Okay. Oddly, the buck entered the cave. My father was a brave man, but he was startled by the animal's odd behavior. Still, this was my first hunt, and he wanted me to enter manhood, so we followed the buck. Don't make any sudden movements. You don't want to startle it. Get your bow out very slowly. Oh no, it's getting away! That's strange. Never seen a buck enter a cave before. This may be our best opportunity. It'll be trapped now. We gotta follow it, Dad? Yes, keep your bow drawn so that you're ready when an opportunity presents itself. We entered the cave and found it to have an unnatural spiral down into the ground. I could sense my father's nervousness from the way he kept his bow taut at all times as we descended. Stay behind me, son. There's something odd about this cave, but something tells me the buck is just around the next bend. Yes, Father. I was either too young or too stupid to realize the strangeness of our situation. There it is again. I thought we'd lost it. I don't think I can do it. Take your time. Calm your breathing and aim. I know you can do it. It's getting away. It's all right. We'll get it. It has nowhere to run. Okay. After we followed After following the spiral for what seemed like an eternity, we entered into a massive chamber to find dozens of elves, goblins, and humans, all standing as still as stone. What the hell? What are all these people doing down here? Daddy, I'm scared. Let's go. In all my years, I've never witnessed anything that has shocked me so thoroughly to my core. At that moment, I realized our peril, but it was too late. Sorry. I tugged at my father's sleeve to leave, but when I peered up into his face, he had a dead look in his eyes. He walked forward silently to join the others. Daddy, please! No! I was so frightened that I left my father and raced back up to the surface. I'm not sure how I managed to survive the wilderness, but I made my way back to Theopolis. Oh, slow down. What's the rush? No time to explain! I rushed to tell my mother, knowing that I was not a boy who told lies, and that I had left my father. She believed my story. Poor thing, you're shaking. What's wrong? It's Dad! He's trapped in a cave! What? Blessed Veneer, we need to tell the townspeople and get help. Other residents were not so believing of my story, especially the part concerning the hundreds of entranced beings I had seen at the bottom of the cave. Ma'am, I mean no disrespect, but the boy's story sounds a bit far-fetched. My child does not tell lies. He left with his father this morning, and his father didn't return. Surely you won't deny that we should investigate this cave? I agree that the story is hard to believe, but something has happened to the boy's father. Even if the boy isn't telling the truth, we should explore this cavern for clues. Sounds reasonable. We'd better set out now so we can return before dark. We'll lead the way. Boy can give us directions to the cave. When we reached the bottom of the cave, it was utterly deserted. There's nothing here. Are you sure this is the place? Yes, there were people. The people were everywhere. Where did they go? This is the last place you saw your father? Yes, it was right here. You have to believe me. Sorry, but there's absolutely no evidence that anyone was here. Aren't even any footprints in the dirt. We should explore elsewhere. No, it was here. Please, you have to find my dad. Sorry, this is a waste of time. We'll have to continue the search tomorrow. It'll be getting dark soon. Let's head out. I don't understand. Where could your father be? We can't lose him. My father was never seen again. I often wonder how things would have been different if we hadn't followed that buck that day. Perhaps it's completely unrelated, but it's certainly a strange and mysterious event along the lines of the destruction of Rockwood. Please, venture out into the wilderness and find the cave. It's located to the east of Theopolis. As far as I know, no one ever ventures there. Dearly hope it's not a waste of time, but if you do find anything, please return to me and let me know what you found. Well, we could definitely give it a look and see what we find. East of Theopolis. Okay. Let's go take a look. That's a really crazy event, so before we do that, let's see, which one's the map button? There it is. Is it that place over there? There's this camp over here. I would like to take a look. And there's also a... There's also silver! which we need. Did we need that for the researcher? Was that one of his things? Again, sorry, I'm going to be really lost because I don't remember much. Even after watching, I don't remember everything that I was doing, so I deeply apologize. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had something like that, where you've not been able to play a game for either sickness or work or other reasons, that you've not been able to play a game for a while, weeks, and you forgot what you were doing, and then you just feel kind of lost, even though you remember playing, you played the game, having a lot of fun with it, but you just don't remember what you were doing, and it leaves you feeling lost. That's how I feel right now. Well-traveled achievement. Mercenary Guild Camp. Okay, this is the Guild Camp. Ignis. Congratulations on your victories over the Tier 1 targets. Before we left Aldrin, we heard reports of several powerful monsters. To give you some perspective, one monster was so terrifying that the residents of Niche abandoned their hatred of us and actually requested our help. Wow. You've proven yourself to be a seasoned hunter. We trust that you can handle these monsters in place of the veteran Mercenaries Guild members we would usually entrust this task to. Please see Constantine for your reward if you defeat any of these targets. You'd like any more information, ask Virgil. You look in your hunting. Alright, let's take a look here. Prove yourself a worthy guild hunter. Ignis thinks you're ready for Tier 2 reports, and I agree. Let's see. The Mercenaries Guild is targeting targets named the Frozen Queen, the Cimmerian Shade, the Stone Titan, and the Ruby Worm. When our scouts first encountered this witch years ago, only one survived. Sadly, he lived mere hours before succumbing to his wounds. He used his last ounce of strength to warn us of the terrible danger west of the Frozen Tower. Okay, so there's one west of Frozen Tower. You probably can hear the pen in me writing, I'm sorry. He just told me to scan the old elven histories from when the tower was originally built, but something nagged at his memory. I was shocked to find there were numerous reports of an entity that closely matched the description that our dying scout gave us. Elves were plagued by this witch during the early days of tower construction. Even the elves were no match for her powerful magic, and they dubbed her the Frozen Queen. Signs of her mysteriously stopped halfway through the construction of the tower and hasn't been any since. To my knowledge, this may be one of the most ancient targets we've ever tracked. Be extremely careful if you choose to hunt her down southwest of Frozen Tower. And that is the Frozen Queen. Next, Cimmerian Shade. We had the information of this monstrosity from you because we believed that you weren't strong enough. Now that you've proven yourself by defeating all Tier 1 targets, we prepare to reveal what little information we have. Believe that it is a nebulous shadow that has been possessed by an enormously powerful demon summoned by the Frozen Queen. Well, this Frozen Queen is cause of a lot of problems. We hazard to guess that this spirit may be even more powerful than the Frozen Queen herself. Our scouts spotted it before the core incident, but didn't dare venture near. Far off mountain range, they saw the colossal Cimmerian Shade devouring everything in its path. It appears to feed off the life force of everything it kills and grows stronger with each encounter. Please stop it before it consumes the entirety of Aldrin. Our scouts southeast of Frozen Tower. And that's the Cimmerian Shade. Stone Titan. A gigantic earthen golem has made its way from the abandoned tunnel and is roaming the area around Rockwood. Okay, so around Rockwood. We fear for the few residents who have not yet fled Rockwood for the safety of court. The few reports we've had from the remaining residents of Rockwood claim the golem stands over 50 feet tall and the ground shakes at its every footstep. They named it the Stone Titan. How could something that size hide in the abandoned tunnel? Could it be they're exaggerating? No. I know these people. They're honest men and women. I've been in many battles and vanquished many foes, but I can't say I wouldn't get weak in the knees standing before a 50-foot tall stone titan. Please be careful if you plan to engage this terrible golem. That's the titan. And lastly, Ruby Worm. After the ignorant attack on Court and the stunning destruction of Rockwood, Ignis called for the surviving guild members to evacuate Aldrin. Imagine our surprise when Niche then pleaded for our help. We immediately recognized that no ordinary beast was savaging the environs around their angry city. So this would be around Court. Or sorry, around Niche. Necht, however you want to pronounce it. The Nechtians told us that a ruby worm had appeared, similar in form to the green dragons that inhabit the abandoned tunnel. It has been rampaging through the forest around Necht, and everyone they've sent against it has been slaughtered. They fear it will turn on them and burn the city to the ground. While I have half a mind to turn them down and let it burn, Ignis refuses to leave them to their fate despite their raid on Court. Dwarfs keep scant written records, and as a reclusive and proud race, they are reluctant to share their oral histories with outsiders. Khan, our guild founder, greatest warrior and wardly scholar, amassed a vast collection of dwarven stories taken to pen and scroll. These records are now woefully crushed beneath the Rockwood rubble. When I heard of the Ruby Worm, I was instantly reminded of the dwarven legends of a fearsome dragon that slumbered deep within the abandoned tunnel. They feared that the world would end if it were ever awakened. Take extra precautions if you plan to attack the Ruby Worm. So let's see. The environs around their angry city. So it sounds like it's near the city, but it also sounds like it could be deep within the abandoned tunnel. So I'll also put abandoned tunnel. And this is the worm. Okay. There are our tier 2 targets. 2 near Frozen Tower, 1 near Rockwood, and 1 near Necht or the abandoned tunnel. It's a letter of thanks to Ignis. Neat. Impressive work defeating the gargantuan golem. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? Map. It says to me that the Mercenaries Guild lost its headquarters in Rockwood, yet we must adapt. Brave souls who helped defend Court against Necht have adopted Court as their post-Rockwood base. Hopefully, our Aldrin mercenaries will offer a buffer if the marauding horde that sacked Rockwood ventures upon Court. Okay. We've explored the camp pretty well. So, we can do hunting. That's something we can do. I know I don't know. I think I was going to explore this continent. We have information from Theopolis now. It said the wilderness to the east. What he said. So I get maybe over here. This cave, maybe? Maybe it's this cave. That'd be a good guess. How do I get there? I have to go... Oh no, that bridge is destroyed. There's a cave over here. But I don't see... Oh yeah, I could get to it. I go around down here. Maybe that cave? Oh, here we go. I could take this bridge and get to this cave. So I guess it's one of those two caves. There's something over there to grab. Karanor treasure. And we should go grab it. Let's do that before this ends. So sorry that I seem really lost of what I want to do, because I am. Because I haven't played this in 2 weeks. I just apologize because it's going to kind of slow things down, or I may have said I was going to do something and you were excited to see it, and now I might not do it just because I forgot about it. And for all that, I apologize. Okay. That didn't work, did it? Doesn't look like we've been here, though. What's this place? Elemental Cavern. I'll grab the mining bombs. Elemental Cave. Let's explore that later. I'm gonna go grab the treasure and then we'll end the episode. I think that sounds like fun. So if you've been playing World Unknown on your own time, you're probably way farther than I am. I hope you've been having a lot of fun with it, because I know I have. I've been really enjoying Let's Playing and going through World Unknown. All the way up here. Can stop by here. Have you not been here? To this fishing spot. Hi. You're welcome, sight. I don't see many travelers in these frozen reaches. Man go a bit crazy without human contact for weeks on end. I only stay here because the ice water fish are so valuable. That was terrible. Goosefish. That was really far off. We'll go back there some other time. Not that way. It's nice having the MOA. We're losing out on EXP from fighting and walking around, but when I need to just get someplace, it is nice to have. So here. Where is it? Yeah, it says it's right here. Yeah, there it is. Tirfing Hilt. Intrigued. Very intrigued. Tirfing Hilt. The broken hilt of the legendary sword Tirfing. I would like to have that. I would really like to have that. So we need to find more parts. We have the hilt. Interesting. Are there any other treasures we've not? Crystal deposits. There's a few buried treasures, but that's it. Well, maybe we can find more information about the sword at another place. What is this area here? Secret military outpost. Friendly or not friendly? Well, I guess we'll find out next time as we'll explore this military outpost. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you had a lot of fun. We'll explore this military outpost. We'll explore maybe the elemental cave. See what's going on there. See if we can even explore it at all. And then try to find the cave that the rural historian was talking about. We'll do the hunts after that. We find the cave and all of that, because we'll have to sail back over to the Aldrin continent. Until then, again, I hope you had a lot of fun, and I hope you'll bear with me as I get over the rest of the sickness, and which will be for at least the next couple of episodes, because I'm feeling okay today. I'm gonna try to record a few episodes of Last Stream today. And also as I try to get a bearing on what we should do next in this game, since I forgot all the plans that I had. Again, I hope you bear with me, and again, I just hope you have a lot of fun. Until the next episode, I'm Cendril 89. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.